What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. What's the night? Saturday. Saturday night open topic for y'all. Open topic number 79. 79, man. What we gonna do when we get to 100 open topics? Our 100 open topics. I wonder what we're gonna do when we get to that point, man. But maybe we'll try to put something special together. But by now, y'all should know the open topic theme, the rule is basically, whatever's on your mind to say, whatever's on your mind to ask me, feel free. It could be music related. It's funny, I get music related a lot, but I get a lot of outside of music related topics, and that's cool too. I don't really have no problem with that. It's all love as I see y'all slipping in the door. Grind mode. What's up, Jamarcus South in the building, man? My brother. Mars One. I see, man. Come on, man. I see the homies in the building. We backed on. We was here last night, and we were talking about people who like to disrespect the dead and all that. That was the topic last night. But tonight we're gonna open the floor up, as they say. So the floor is open, man. So y'all can be sure to ask me whatever y'all want to ask, and if it's something on y'all mind, now's the time, man. So what I'll do, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep up with y'all instead of having to go all the way back and do all that. I'm gonna try to do that. Beta, you asking me about t-shirts, like merch, like my own t-shirts. Anybody that's a regular on my channel, y'all should know my thing on t-shirts. I've done t-shirts several times, but I don't like to do t-shirts a lot of times because people were asking me about, hey, get some shirts. And then when I get the shirts, they don't buy the shirts. So now I'm just sitting up with a bunch of shirts. So that's one of the things that I don't really do shirts a lot. But I always end up doing it anyway. So I have some coming real soon. Open topic, y'all. So let me know. And I see that's the question. What's up, So One? What's up, my brother? Up in this thing. Vice Regent said, can you go to the thought process of creating deep water? Yeah. Every project I do, like 2 or 3 songs where I just go in lyrical, and it'll always be that one, maybe 2, but definitely that one where I just go all the way through, no hooks, none of that, just straight through, And Deep Water is in that same vein with those songs from the past, like Perpetual Ascension, Mind Marathon, Duality song. It's in that same family. As far as the thought process, it just basically the same template: bars, wordplay, rhyme patterns, and just going to, the name is Deep Water because I'm trying to just go deeper and deeper in my creative process. So I hope that answered the question. Open topic, y'all. Gene White, how do you believe MCs or anyone in general sell their soul? What do you believe is the procedure? Oh, I got you now. Does the devil approach you, or well, when you say the devil, I'm not I would hope you wouldn't be thinking about an actual mythical entity, that mythical entity that we've been taught about. Yeah, I believe that the devil does approach you, but the devil is in human form. That devil is in the form of a man that's seeking to um, destroy you in terms of and take control of you in terms of uh, steal all your money, uh, persuade you and coerce you with money to put out negative, destructive content, and put you in a position to compromise your integrity and any good principles that you have. You compromise those things in order to achieve fame and fortune. So yeah, that's the process. And as far as the artist's perspective, when you talk about someone who seeks to have fame and fortune and they want it so bad, then there's a level of desperation that certain cats start to experience. Like, I got to have it. And as much as I used to not want to believe it, listen to me good. I used to say like, no, man, no, they wouldn't. Nobody would do that. I used to really feel like that because I know what I wouldn't do. But over time, I was like, nah, man, you know what? These cats really will do some stuff that you don't think that they would do. And they would allow things to be done to them that you really wouldn't think that they would allow to be done. So from an artist perspective, it's more so them having a scale, a metaphorical scale where they're weighing in like what am I willing to do? What's more important? This is my integrity. This is that money and that fame and that lifestyle and all that. And some people, man, believe it or not, they'll do anything or let you do anything to them. You know, and you got to factor in also, Gene, it's some very, very sick individuals who run these industries, man. It's just what it is. It's some sick cats, man. These people ain't normal, man. They be into some real weird, sick stuff. And a lot of times they want you to pay a price in order for them to afford you that lifestyle that you say you want. Mars One, what mic do you use? Where? Like where? In the studio? What mic do I use in the studio? I don't even know, to be honest with you. Yeah, I go to the studio, I don't even pay attention, man, to be honest with you, man. I just go in there and drop. But I am familiar with like certain microphones that are held in high regard in studios. Like you always hear about the Newman mic and all that. I've rapped on $5,000 microphones in studios, and I've rapped on Radio Shack mics. So I've been all up and down the spectrum as it relates to microphone, but I don't really have a specific mic that I could tell you that that's my go-to. I just show up and rap. Flat Earth Warrior says the globe is dead. No, it's not. It's right there. For some reason, man, my screen is switched. Y'all remember everything used to be over here. My globe was on that side. It's like my room got flipped. I'm in an alternate universe right now. Yeah, we're in an alternate universe. Everything is flipped around. I don't know how that happened. I don't know why all of a sudden, because it was like this last night. It was throwing me off. Like when I move my head this way, see, right now, I'm turning my head to my right. And normally it's mirrored. I mean, it's on point. But now when I turn my head to what I think is that way, to what I think is that way, it's going that way. So yeah, my globe is on the other side now. But yeah, the globe ain't dead. The globe ain't dead. The flat earthers just scared. Is that Cosmic Crystal? Appreciate the love. Do I have a Fat Pat story? Zay Sanchez says, do I have a Fat Pat story? Yeah, I got a real crazy Fat Pat story. In the mid 90s, early to mid 90s is when the Screwed Up Click started to like really blossom, started to really pop off in Houston and pop off in the southern region, right? So you know, I knew Screw because I went to school. Me and Screw went to school together. So I knew Screw for years, but I had only heard of some of the rappers. I didn't know they were on their come up. You know, my crew, South Park Coalition, we was already named. Our name was already popping in the streets and in the underground, and we already had records out that was selling and you know making bread and all that. We was already out there like that, even without no radio play. But the Screwed Up Click was just starting to come up. You were just starting to hear about them and hear about these underground tapes that Screw was making in his house, and then you would hear the name Fat Pat, and Lil Kiki, and you would hear all these names who we would come to find out later who would turn into legendary H-Town artists, right? So I would always hear the name Fat Pat, Fat Pat. Oh, Fat Pat, Fat Pat. You heard Fat Pat? I got that Fat Pat tape, and that's all I would hear. So I went to school, I went to high school with a dude named Patrick Hawkins, right? We took a home ec class together. We was in home ec together. And Patrick Hawkins was a class clown, just in there cracking jokes all day, ranking on people, just class clown, you know, wasn't doing nothing but having fun and entertaining like that. So fast forward years later, we all out of school. Like I say, I'm probably working on my second album, which would have been my fourth project at the time. By the time 94 came and I'm working on Danger Zone, I had already put out a single, an EP, and a solo album. Was working on my second solo. So I'm out there like that. So I go to a skating ring where they used to do concerts at in the city, and everybody like, yeah, man, Fat Pat is here tonight. So when I get there late. And when I got there late, everybody, as I'm coming in, everybody coming out. Everybody was coming out the building. And I see Patrick Hawkins, who I went to school with from my hood, from the dead end, walking out the building just drenched in sweat, right? And everybody crowded around him. And I hear him going, Fat Pat, Fat Pat. So I'm like, oh, you Fat Pat? I didn't know that Patrick Hawkins, who I went to school with from my hood, I didn't know that he was Fat Pat. So that was my first introduction to a dude that I had already known. I just didn't know he was that dude. I didn't know he didn't rap. So I didn't know he had started rapping. I didn't know what the whole deal was. But all that time when we was doing our thing, this little undercurrent was going on behind the scenes called the Screwed Up Click, and they was on the come up in the streets. And Pat was right there, you know, at the head of that. And he just laughed. He just shook his head like, yeah, I'm Fat Pat. Man, it's cold out there. How cold is it in Nebraska? You say you're out there messing with them deer. Jovan says, do you think all of us blacks have African descendants or no? We don't have the same struggle. I mean, if Africa is the birthplace of civilization, which many of us agree that it is, not saying that any place that you take on the planet, we hadn't been there, we hadn't traveled there or explored there or taken up habitation there and here and where, you know, wherever. Yeah, we've been all over the planet. But if we say that the place that's called Africa is the birthplace of civilization. And on top of that, if we say and know and believe that Black people are the first people on the planet, then quite naturally, us as Black people, wherever we are, would be descendants of those original people from that continent. Now, matters where your people travel, where some of your ancestors may have traveled to at certain points, and you say, "Well, no, my people are really from da 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 da." It's gonna all funnel back to the original birthplace of civilization if you go back far enough. You know, that's how I feel about it. LaMarcus Harris, I see you, man. Thomas Jelks. Thomas Jelks says, who's an artist you'd like to work with? My dream collaboration? Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder. If I could do a song with Stevie, I'm good. Now, that's a lot of artists I would like to work with. You know, I'm fans of a lot of artists. A lot of artists I grew up listening to, rappers included. You know, so there are a lot of rappers that I got number love for that I would love to work with. But if they told me, man, you can only work with one, you can only do a song with one person, period. Prince is gone. Prince would have been my pick. But Stevie is right there. Yeah. Doyle Pritchard. Do you think Tech-9 and Eminem have beef, considering MGK sneak dissed M on Mosh Pit Tech song? I don't know. I'm not familiar with none of this. I don't know. When did all this supposed to have happened? I have no knowledge of none of this. So MJK got a song with Tech-9 called Mosh Pit, right? If I'm correct. How old is this song? When did the song Mosh Pit come out? Is it a new song? That's what I'm asking. Because I know that Eminem and I can't never say MGK, they had their thing a few years back, right? So is this something new, or are you going back in the time? But to answer your question, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes an artist can get caught up in something when they not really in it. Like, I always had a rule. And one of my rules is, as a rapper, is that if I invite a rapper to come feature on my album, don't come on my album and diss nobody that you got a beef with on my album. If you want to diss somebody, do it on your own project. That's always been my rule. So if I say, man, we're gonna do the song, we just spitting some bars, man. Come on, jump on. I want you to jump on. Don't come on my record dissing nobody. The back end of that rule is, if you invite me on your song, don't invite me to be on a song where you dissing somebody, right? Because it's gonna make it seem like I'm dissing them too. Now, if somebody comes on my song, they man, hey, this is what it is. I got this problem. If I sign off on it, then okay, that's different. But yeah, sometimes you'll get on there and just be spitting your verse. You just spitting some bars, you rapping, going in, going hard. But because the guy on the other verse is going in on this other cat, you get lumped in. Oh yeah, they got a song talking about it. So nah. I don't get into that. I've had to tell people before, hey, nah, man, nah, don't do that. Or put me on another record. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Charles Schuler, are you traveling to the East Coast this year? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I wouldn't mind. Haven't been to the East Coast in a while. Yep. What did you think of those diss songs? Which diss songs? Which diss songs, Xavier? Which ones you talking about? Ty Guy 1. What up, Ty Guy 1? Hey, man, number love to you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you a lot, man. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for the love, Ty Guy 1. I never seen you before, Ty Guy. You been around before, man. Make sure you be a regular. Come visit us more often, man. Subscribe to the channel. And while y'all at it, subscribe to my podcast channel as well. It's called the Underground Dialogue Podcast. We do interviews and other stuff. Oh, Zay Sanchez, I appreciate your blessing too, man. Appreciate your donation as well, Zay. Yeah, man. Yeah. If I got it, if I got a story, I'm gonna tell it to you, man. Uh-oh, I'm doing it, y'all. I'm doing it, y'all. I'm getting lost. I said I wasn't gonna do that. Golly, hold on, man. I'm sorry, man. Tried my best. Now here I am. Okay, here we go. Shaheem, is it still on the table for you and Camp Bada to make a song? Yeah, it's still on the table. It's still on the table. I'm not gonna let y'all down. I promise you we're gonna do that song. I promise you. What's up, Erica? Erica says, I wanted to say I finally released the festering of the pain of not being close to my family. I thought about the moment of the movie A Bronx Tale. Whatever reason they don't want me, I release them. And it's hard. It's hard, especially when you might not just know why. You might not know why people are rejecting you or they just ain't rocking with you. And you feel like you've done everything. You feel like you haven't done anything wrong. Because the first thing I try to do, I try to think about something I might have done or said. I'm like, did I say something? Did I do something? You try to think about that should always be the first thing we do to flash back to see maybe I did offend somebody. Maybe I did. But if you can't think of nothing, legitimately come up with nothing, then it's like, man, it may be something on their end. They may have the problem. It could be anything from envy or jealousy. It could be anything from just them going through their own little issues that they have not been able to work out, and they're imposing it on you or lashing out on you, whatever the reason is, man. But at the end of the day, you can't force anybody to rock with you. I don't care if it's mama, daddy, child, cousin. You can't force nobody to rock with you. No matter how bad you might want them to, no matter how much you might love them or feel like, man, I'm ready to be there for you. If they don't want it, they don't want it. And you can only let them go and pray for them and pray for the situation that God will bring a solution to it that might bring y'all back together if it's meant to be. May not be good for you to be around. It may be something that you're being kept from that's a protection for you. So, but all that said, I know that don't make it any less painful because, for the most part, people love their family. you know. So you have to accept it. I got a song I made a couple of years back called From a Distance, because sometimes you got to love people from a distance. Sometimes, you know, you can't force your way into people's life. Just let me love you. Let me love you. Come here. Let me love you. You can't do that. They don't want it. So you got to just say, okay, whenever you're ready to gravitate back towards me, I'll be ready. But in the meantime, don't have yourself around here miserable and jacked up in the head and stressed out about, hey man, live your life the best you can and enjoy your life. Especially when you know it ain't true. See, if I know it ain't me, see, this the part of the advice to not necessarily buy 100% into, because this is just my thing. If I know it ain't me, if I know I ain't done nothing to you, man, I don't care after a certain point. Well, they say he don't like you. I don't care about him not like. I ain't done nothing to him. I ain't done nothing to her. So you can move around. Because I know I ain't, especially if I know I ain't been nothing but good to a person. You got me messed up. Michelle says, I have a question about yesterday's live. If you see people verbally saying negative things about your friend, do you stand up for them and say something, especially if you know they will start verbally attacking you? Well, everything is conditional and situational, if that's a word. Meaning that if somebody that I know and the person knows, right? We have a mutual friend or acquaintance, and that person is talking to me and they're talking negative about somebody that we both know and that person's not around. Then I'm like, well, hold on, man. No, you instantly check that. Well, why are you talking about, hey man, I thought that was all our friends. I thought that was your friends. I thought that y'all was cool. Why are you saying all this negative stuff? And then in the spirit in which they saying it, because sometimes there are people, well, a lot of times, you have those types of people who will only say certain things about people when they're not around. You know, the things that they're saying they would never say if that person was in their presence. Or even worse, they would act like it's all love and all good when that person is around. Then when that person leaves, they start talking bad about the person to you, trying to make you like join in or just or have you to be inclusive in the mess, in the gossip. So you have to nip that in the bud if it's, hey, well, hold on, man, nah, man, look, man. Or better yet, well, you saying all this about this person, let me, why don't I call them? Because you seem to have an issue with that. Have you addressed that with them? That's really how you're supposed to do it. Wow, you saying all this about John? Does John know you feel like this? See, that shut them up. They saying something like that, and if y'all all know each other, hey, do John know you feel like this about him? Huh? Oh, I mean, nah, man. See, they start backtracking, you know. Only the real ones are going to say what they say. See, that's the thing. It's like a rule in life should be, you know, if you won't say it to the person's face, you shouldn't say it behind their back. Now, the other point, the other side to what you're asking, if you don't know the person that's talking about the person you know, it's like scenarios like, look, just say you at work and one of your close friends works at this job with you, and you get on the elevator. And when you get on the elevator, that's like 2 or 3 other people that you don't know. They work there too, but you don't know them. And you just hear them talking about your friend like a dog. Now, me personally, I might not say nothing. They don't know that I know the person. I might just take it all in. I'm just going to get it all in. I want to hear. I want to hear how far they go. Then I'll let my friend know, hey, man, do you know such them in the such and such department? Oh, yeah, man, those are my guys, man. That's my guy. Nah, they really ain't your guys. Because if you my partner, I gotta let you know, man, them folks don't really rock with you like that, man. They were talking about you like a dog on the elevator. You know, but don't put yourself at risk to try to stand up and start going back at somebody who's talking negative about somebody you know, if you feel like the person that's doing the negative talking may be a danger to you. Because at the end of the day, it's only words. It's just words. So those are the three aspects of it. But you just let your person know, your people know, hey, isolate. Don't rock with. You need to separate from that person. You need to separate from them. Don't do that. You know. So it's conditional. There's different layers to it. I hope that helped. It was long. Is that Al? Is that AI flash fees or is that an AL? One day, can you do a song that teaches your process for making songs and rhymes? Maybe the basics, so non-rappers can have a few tricks and tips. Hey man, don't I got a song like that? Wait a minute. Hold on. I think I got a song. Don't I got a song, y'all, called How to Be an MC? Yeah, I think I got a song called How to Be an MC. Flash. Go listen to that. Go pull it up. I'm sorry if my memory is not as precise as it once was. I've written a lot of songs over the years, so but I'm certain I got a song that goes directly where you're talking about. But once again, y'all know what I'm gonna do. All my regulars know what I'm getting ready to do. I got a whole book, man. I got a whole book that would teach all this that you talk about. It's called Behind These Bars. That's what this book is all about. It's about the creative process. It's about how to write. All that is in this book, bro. All that is in this book. So at the end of the day, any questions you have, I'm pretty confident that the answers are in this book. And you can get this book from that website that I just popped up there. But I do have a song called How to Be a MC. This is How to Be a MC. How it go, y'all? I can't remember. Mike Cullen is in the building. I know you don't keep up with new music too much, but have you heard the new Master Ace album? No, I ain't heard the new Master Ace album. Well, I'm just the fact that you said Master Ace got a new album out. That's enough for me. I love when the rappers, the OG rappers are still releasing stuff, man. I got number love for Master Ace, not just because he's a legendary artist, but because when I went to the UK and did some shows in the UK, I was opening up for Master Ace. He graciously allowed my people in the UK he graciously allowed them to book me to perform and open up for them on a little run that they was on through the UK. So they didn't even know me. So I appreciate it. I'm always have respect for Master Ace for that, man. But that was cool. See Grim 5150. Osita said, what made you do the song Friend Zone? Man, you know what made me do that song, Osita. You know, how many, I can't say every dude has been put in the friend zone, but I feel like a lot of us have. in life. Females too. We're not gonna act like men the only ones that get put in the friend zone. It's like there's been a lot of everybody been through scenario where you like somebody and you wanted to go further than that person did, or you misread the signals from that person. You thought that they was feeling you the same way you was feeling them, only to find out that they just considered you to just be buddy. It's just a homie. Oh, you just my homie. You know, come on, what's up? Hey, friend. Just growing up and going through school, and it's a girl you like, boy, the worst thing you can hear is when you come around and she go, hey, friend. She letting you know. That's her letting you know this is what you are to me. We are friends. So friend zone was made for all the cats who might be going through that right now. They really like the girl, and the messed up part about that is that they always want to hang around, but they just want to keep you in that friend zone, but they always want to be around you. It's like, well, man, look, man, God, nah, man, don't hang around me, man. No good and well. Uh-oh. LW, you sound like my dad. But guess what? You're right. I wasn't sold on Amen Thompson when early in the year. I wasn't sold on him, man. But lately, he been coming around. He been looking good. Him and Cam Whitmore is like that dude there, man. And I know y'all might cuss me out for what I'm about to say, but just hear me out. Cam Whitmore reminds me of a young Kobe. Wait, listen. You got to know the history of the game. When Kobe first came in the league, he wasn't getting a lot of playing time. He was not a starter. He was barely getting minutes off the bench. But when they would put him in the game, Kobe would come in the game and play 4 minutes and have 7 points. He would play 9 minutes and have 12 points. He maximized every minute that he was on the floor. He just came in aggressive, confident. He knew he was great, even at an early age. That's what Cam Whitmore is like to me. Cam Whitmore comes in instantly. So now his minutes are starting to go up. But to your point, Amen Thompson, he started off a little shaky. He got hurt in summer league. Okay, give him a pass. Then he got hurt early when the real season started. Because I feel like he was really supposed to be the backup point guard behind Fred VanVleet, right? But by the fact of him getting injured, Aaron Holiday was bumped up into that backup role, and Aaron Holiday been hooping. But Amen Thompson looking good. Looking good. Got to give credit where it's due. Can't knock him. Got to get his shot together, though. I don't like that. I like my guards to be able to shoot. But he's a rebounding machine, defense, 6'7", athletic, pass, quick, get to the hole. Just got to get some more experience. JD, what's up, JD? I seen you was in Cali, man. What you was doing out there in Cali, JD? Was that a recent picture? I'm familiar with Behold a Pale Horse. I used to have that book. Somebody stole my Pale Horse. Yeah, but I'm familiar with that book, Julius. That book been around for a long time. Doyle Pritchard, Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj dissing each other. I talked about that last night. You got to watch the live I did from last night. James, somebody just asked me about the Kambata collab. Yeah, we're going to do it. I've been saying that for 80 years, but we're going to do it. Demetrius says, did K-Rino ghostwrite Benzino rap Elvis? This is an X-Files case. Nah, I don't know Benzino. I haven't ghostwritten for Benzino. Yeah. Demetrius Barnes says, flat earth is complete nonsense. Uh-oh, Demetrius. Oh, you're going to start it up. Demetrius say, flat earth is complete nonsense. Now what? What's his name? Who's just that was flat earth? Something was in here. Where you at? You heard what Demetrius said. What you got to say to that? Yeah. Yeah, flip the screen. I don't know what's wrong. Did I do something? How did my screen get to where my everything is backwards? I feel weird because I'm raising this hand and this hand is, I got to get used to it. I like the mirror look. It's inverted. Must be a setting. Okay, Brandon, I'm going to see what that is, man. That's how far back I am. Oh, wait a minute. I'm way behind. Julia says, do you think some of the Texas MCs sold their soul, or do you think they stayed independent like most say? Nah, look, man, let me tell you something. The majority of the Texas rappers and artists, we ain't do all that. We didn't get caught up in that mainstream stuff. I mean, a lot of them signed deals with major labels, but those deals came after they had already built up independent success. So some of those deals were more so partnerships with the labels, to where a lot of their control was not relinquished to those record labels. See, in Texas, we set the standard, we laid out the blueprint on how to do that. A lot of those cats, they were signing those major deals, selling millions and millions of records, but they weren't making no money. That's a fact. Down here in Texas, we were selling 50,000, 100,000 units and living well, because the distribution companies was paying us $8, $9 a unit. You ain't making that on no major. So we didn't get into all that. We like, man, we put out a record and sell, like I said, not even close to the units that the majors are selling. You don't see us on MTV. You don't see us on BET. Very rare. And making a killing. So it wasn't no situation where they had to sell their soul and we had to try to do this and do that. Nah, the labels came to us. In the beginning, we tried to go to them, but they didn't want to sign us because we was country. But after a while, they started calling us. Oh, hey, what's this going down there in Texas down there? You know, we'd like to sign. You know, that's why a lot of the artists in Texas, like Flip, South Park Mexican, other artists, they was getting $20 and $30 million record deals, because the deal had to be something that they just couldn't refuse, because they didn't need the label's money. So we didn't, that wasn't our thing. You know, whatever might have been going on. I can't say who might have been doing that anywhere else, but I'm just saying we wasn't into all that. Ain't no stories of nobody in Texas getting bent over and put on the casting couch and nah, you don't hear nothing about, you don't hear that about us. We ain't rocking like that. Calculus. What's your view on Jordan Peterson conducting a psychiatric evaluation on the Ben Shapiro and Tom McDonald collaboration in favor of them, given that he supported Israel's war on Gaza position? I don't know nothing about none of that. I don't even know who Jordan Peterson is. And people are always asking me about Tom McDonald. I don't know who any of these people are. So I'm sorry, I'm not qualified to answer that question. Maybe I should look it up. I have no idea who Jordan Peterson is. It's Tom McDonald's an artist, right? Because people always come on my live and say, man, you should do a song with Tom McDonald, but I have no idea who it is. And I always forget to go check him out. I always say, well, I'll go check him out. Then I never do. Doyle Pritchard says, people don't understand you can't sell your soul. It's not yours to sell. You can only sacrifice your salvation. Well, I mean, I think people just mean that's just a term. You know, I know technically, you know, we are, everything in the heavens and the earth belongs to the Creator. From the trees to the bees, the land and the seas. But, you know, it's just a term. You know, we say sell your soul, you know. If that's the case, I can't tell somebody, hey, man, cut my hair. Oops, not your hair. So, I mean, you know what we mean when people say sell your soul. But I understand where you're coming from, too. James Davis says, where are you at today compared to when you were at the beginning of your career? I'm a little bit smarter than I was when I first started. I have a greater knowledge of how this whole thing works. I have a greater knowledge of who runs it and controls it, and why we see a lot of the things that we see in it. I have an understanding of that I didn't have early on. I don't have a desire to be in that mainstream realm like I did when I was young. I didn't know no better. I was like, man, I want to be a big rap star. You know, I understand what a lot of that comes with. I understand the power of words more than I did. So I had to grow into being a lot careful about what I say based on who I know is going to hear it or potentially hear it, and the influence that it may have on somebody. So all those things that's just a few things. Hold on, man. I got to catch up. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to skip a lot of stuff because I did exactly what I said I wasn't going to do, and that's get behind. I got behind. I did it anyway. But I don't want to miss nothing because y'all are asking some really good questions. Oh, man. Come on, Michelle. Oh, yeah, man. R.I.P. to the great Carl Weathers, man. Damn. AKA Apollo Creed. We lost Carl Weathers yesterday, man. If y'all familiar with the Rocky movies, he played Apollo Creed in the Rocky movies, man. Yeah. All the young people that see the movie with Michael B. Jordan called Creed, that little series, I think they got 1, 2, and 3 now. Creed is based on Michael B. Jordan's character being the son of Apollo Creed, who was played by Carl Weathers, who was the actor who passed away yesterday. So yeah, man, rest in power. And may Allah be pleased with our brother Carl, man. James Richard, I appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the donation. I'm trying to be a true MC when I grow up. Trying to be a true MC when I grow up. Spadium, what's up, man? You like that hidden agenda? Appreciate that. All about the culture. What's up, man? You kept me laughing the whole song. What song? What song was that? Oh, Friend Zone. Yeah, man. Hey, we been there, man. Most of us been there. Have y'all been checking out the Underground Dialogue podcast, man? How many of y'all, if you subscribe to the Underground Dialogue podcast, just give me a yes. Can I get a yes if you subscribe to this podcast right here on YouTube? Or say no, yes or no. I need to see the no. I need to see the no's more than the yes. Yeah. Sice. Need to get a copy of your book signed. That's right, man. When you're ready, when you want to get it on, let me know when, my brother. Rakim helped pave the way for multis. Absolutely. First people I heard doing multis was Rakim, Kumo D. Early on. Kumo D, then Rakim, Kane, KRS, G-Rap. Yeah, but Rakim, absolutely. One of the godfathers of lyricism. You know, what do I think of Big L? Man, every time I think about Big L, I just think about what if. In that short time, all of that that small amount, of just great, incredible work that Big L put out, man, what if? What if we would have got 5, 6 albums from Big L? See, certain losses change the entire trajectory of where things could have potentially went. So if Big L don't die, who knows what he would have done and put out. If Tupac don't die, if Biggie don't die, who knows what Tupac had 20 albums to drop after he passed. So he gave us a glimpse. But other artists, like you said, like Big L, man, who knows, man? Fat Pat never lived to see the success of his only one album. He was gone before his album dropped. He never saw the success of it, never saw the impact 20 something years later. Those are, in my opinion, history altering events, because had those people lived, they would have put out more work, which would have totally changed the timeline. It would have affected the entire historical timeline. We would be talking about songs that we don't talk about now because they don't exist. We'll be talking about shows that they did that they never got a chance to do. We'll be talking about game-changing, culturally iconic moments or pieces of work that these people would have done that we never got a chance to see. So that's what I think about. It's like, man, what if? Let me see. Open topic, man. Open topic. Roger Martinez, free Pharaoh, free SPM. Man. JD. Uh-oh. Flash Feed says, I saw a video from the Arctic. It recorded the sun going all the way around the horizon. So I think Earth, a semicircle, half sphere, till I see one from the south. So you gave it half of it. You only accounting for the half because that's all you saw, the half, but you went around. So until you verified in the southern part, you're just gonna just chalk it up to being a semicircle. So y'all, you just hold on to the end, huh? When will we see the black books floating in the room? Dean, I can't let y'all see that, man, because you'll go crazy. If I reveal those secrets, you'll go crazy. The mind won't be able to process it and handle it. That's why I only showed it on album cover, because you couldn't see it in real life. If I can get the cover up. So you might can't see it that good, but I don't think you can see it with the glare, but they floating around. I can't do that in real life. It'll drive people crazy. They might come and get me. Appreciate the love, JD. Paul Sample says, Renaissance from Immortal Soldiers was selling CDs out the trunk all over. I want to start back selling CDs out the trunk. Hold on, did y'all answer my question? I asked y'all if y'all was subscribed to my podcast. Did y'all answer that question? I didn't see it. I didn't see the yeses or the nos. Okay, there they go. Yeah, okay, I see it now. Okay. Have y'all purchased my 2 new albums on CD or digital? It don't matter. Man, this little screen thing is throwing me off, man. See, it's not right, man. All right, let me go back. Have y'all purchased my 2 new albums, man? I'm confused. 7-Hour Block and Audio Optics. I got to figure out how to switch my screen, baby. It's throwing me off. I feel disoriented. If y'all haven't, let me know, and I'll tell you where to go. Open topic, family. What's on your mind? All right, I'm skipping, y'all. I fell behind again. I'm sorry. Cheryl Ashline. How you doing, Cheryl Ashline? I appreciate it. That's a new name. I haven't seen you before. Hope you hang around. Hope you become a regular. Is that Ashline or Ashlyn? I don't want to mispronounce it. Mike talking about any 8-tracks. Man, I ain't been in the game that long, Mike. Come on now. I used to listen to 8-tracks when I was little. That was the thing back in the days. My mama had 8-track player. You had to listen to the whole thing. You couldn't rewind no 8-track. Yeah. Uh-oh, here we go. It's going down. Let's do it. Instinct Hip Hop said, if the world is flat, then why has no one found the ends of the earth? Seems we can sail and fly in either direction, and there's no edge. That's pretty clear to me. Oh, somebody answer that question, man. Where the flat earth dude? He left? Hey, man, let's do the real debate. I'm going to let y'all do it. Somebody answer that question. Where's the flat earth dude at, man? Where did he go? Where'd the flat earth dude go, man? Instinct Hip Hop just asked the question. He says, with having the technology and the capability of being able to put a craft into the air and fly in any direction, why has there never been any recorded visual documentation of the ends or edges of the earth, if indeed the earth is flat? Where y'all at? Where they at? Where? Come on, man. Where's that? Where's the answer? Somebody, come on now. Somebody answer. Where the flat? I need a flat earther. I need a flat earther. Already said, I remember you came on stage with all the books you written rhymes in. That bag was about to bust. Yeah, I was, I don't think I ever been more paranoid than I was that night. I brought all of my, for y'all that don't know what Already is talking about, one time we did a concert, I brought all of my rap books, all my black books, I brought them to the show that night with all my lyrics and the original copies of that stuff. But I was real paranoid that night, because ain't no replacing that. Okay, Osita say, I got physical and digital. Man, salute. That's what I'm talking about. Clayton say, I got both. Come on, Clayton. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. Marcus says, okay, I'll bite. Question. At what altitude/height do all rockets or other aerial craft said to be going out of space explode, and why are they exploding? Somebody answer the question. I don't know. At what height do all rockets or other aerial craft said to be going out of space explode? But do they all explode? You're saying that it's kind of as if to say that everyone that goes out, we've seen them explode. I remember which one exploded? Didn't the Challenger explode? There was another one that, but they all don't explode, right? Some have went up and come back. Okay, Casual P. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the love, Dean. I appreciate Dean say I only got one. I'm, hey, man. Come on, Dean. You've been rocking with your boy since 1971. And you weren't even born. Is that iParity? I appreciate that, man. Straight off, say I got both on the way. Love, man. Keep these CDs alive. Diego said, I prefer using cash. That's good, man. Appreciate that, man. I've been talking about doing a box set for the longest, but I got to figure out the smart way to do it. The other one is 7-hour block. It's brand new. Go to southparkcoalitionsite.net and you can get it. Open topic, man. What's on your mind? Sean Price says, do you follow or watch the U of H basketball team in recent years? I peek at them because I know they've been good. They've been in the tournament the last few years and made a deep run. That one year, couple of years back when they made a deep run, where they make it to like the Elite Eight. They didn't get to the Final Four, I don't think, but they got to like the 8. And Kelvin Sampson got them playing real good since he got there. So I'm familiar with the fact that they are in contention every year. Hold on, wait a minute. Somebody said because of the Antarctic ice wall. That's why you can't fly to the edge, because of the ice wall. But if you're in a plane, you can't fly above the height of the wall. That's what I'm saying. If that's okay, so if a ship can't sail to the edge because of the ice wall, I'm sure that a plane should be able to fly. Am I talking crazy? I'm just asking. If there's an Arctic ice wall that will block you from getting to the edge via ship, fly. Man, we need a flat earth dude in here because I don't want people to think I'm trying to. Hey man. They always pop in and they pop out. They pop in, they see my globe, they take a shot at my globe every time. Why you got that globe back there? Get rid of that globe. They do it every time and then they leave. And I tell them the same thing. My globe is up there for them. It's your globe. It's yours. Like Tila Rock is yours. Xavier. Xavier gonna represent for the flat earth. He say, and there's treaties that the military will shut you down if you travel past certain distances. I've heard that said. I've heard people say, well, the military got it set up that they'll act on you if you try to go past a certain distance. Okay. My question would be why? What's the big secret? So if the earth is flat and those edges of the earth are there and there's ice wall and this and all that, that's okay. So you can't go to a certain point to actually see to prove that the earth is flat, because if you do, the military will kill you. Why? Why? If I find out that the earth is flat, which apparently a lot of people seem to already know that. How did they verify it? How did it become 100% confirmed in their mind that the earth was flat, to their knowledge that the earth was flat? But if anybody else wants to say, well, yeah, you know, I heard that the earth is flat, I've heard some compelling arguments in favor of it. Now, it sounds pretty good to me, but I'm a billionaire. I'd rather just set up the circumstance where I can just go out there myself. I have the money and the resources. I can just go out there myself. Why can't I do that? What y'all got out there? So it don't make sense to say the military is set up to shoot you down or take you out if you go to see it. Because if I find out if that is true, now what? What am I do? I mean, is it going to give me some kind of magic power to take over the planet? Like, I would just come home and say, did you find out if the earth was flat? I go, yeah, it's true. How you know? I flew my plane out there when I saw it. It's flat. Okay. Y'all want to go get something to eat? Like, what? Like, now what? Come on, man. I'm just trying to figure it out, man. It's the logic, man. Uh-oh, hold on, wait a minute. David Montano says, flat earth dude right here. Hold on, David, jump in there, David. Come on, get in there, David. If you're a flat earth dude, the non-flat earthers are putting down their points in the arguments, and there's nobody from the flat earth world to oppose it, to rebut, to refute. We need to see it. Yeah. Well, I wasn't gonna say that 3-0 visual, because Brother Marcus, he asked me about something in space. I didn't really know what the connection was to the flat earth thing in relation to shuttles blowing up in space, but you said it. Limited edition box set, only $500. Man, I wouldn't even do y'all like that. If I ever charge y'all $500 for some music, it would have to be something amazing. These were songs I recorded when I was 2 weeks old or something. I wrote these songs in the womb. Then I charge that much. What about the International Space Station? What about it? Uh-oh, here we go. Hello, David. David says 72 miles is where the Kármán line is, aka the infamous, world famous firmament. Uh-oh. So 72 miles, is that the barrier? Is that the point where Marcus was talking about, where the spaceships would tie together, man? Connect the dots for me, man. The firmament. That's the dome, right? Yeah. It's gonna get real mucky now. I already see it. It's gonna get real mucky, y'all. I'm here for it tonight. Kawana C. Appreciate the love, Kawana C. Kawana C can't stay long. But no, here in Kansas City, Missouri, hey, love and respect, Kawana C. I heard. Now here's one of the issues that I have with the Flat Earth crew. All of y'all's information is not consistent with each other. Y'all got to have a meeting and fix that. Meaning that there are certain things, I guess y'all can say that about religion now. There are certain things that some flat earthers will say is the case that other flat earthers will say, no, we don't believe that, or no, that's not it. So, I mean, y'all got it, it's kind of messed up. Because some people say that the sun, I didn't make this up. I heard some flat earthers talking one day, and one of them said that the sun, they say the sun is not as high in the sky as we've been taught that it is. We've been taught that the sun is 93 million miles away from the earth. They say the sun's not up that high and that it slides back and forth. They say that the sun slides, that the earth itself does not go around the sun. My fist is the sun. They say the earth itself is not going around the sun. They say that the earth is stationary and that the sun is above it, not that high, not that hot. And this, it slides back and forth like daytime here, daytime here, daytime here. He starts a mess. Let me start some mess, man. Open topic, man. Let's get it on. If there was an ice wall, the oceans would be 32 degrees. That's what Diego says. Is that true? Hold on, man. I'm trying to catch up, man, because I know it's about to go down. Read the bottom of that globe. What does the bottom of the globe say? I'm not going to get up now and go read the bottom of the globe. But what does it say? Just tell me what my globe is going to say when I read the bottom of it. And I'll go do it when I'm through with this live. What does it say? The bottom of the globe? What does it say? Made in Japan? What does it say? Uh-oh. I don't profess to know everything that it is to know about the odds and ends and the details of space travel and the technology that is necessary for the shuttles to go up into the air. But I do believe in the wheel. And I do believe that that wheel travels all throughout this universe. And I do believe that while these crafts that we have in our little world, they don't have the technology that exists on the wheel. They got a little bit, they got enough to get out, to move around a little bit. Is payola still relevant in the modern music industry? Heck yeah. How you think all these songs that you hear on every radio station all around the country, you hear the same rotation of every song because it's major labels paying for those spots. Now, on a smaller level, you may still have some artists or some cats that come through with a little bread that they may drop 25, 30 racks to try to get their independent artists in the rotation for a little while, try to blow a song up. Yeah. Payola exists on all levels. It exists in the clubs. You can still walk up to the DJ and slip him $100 and he'll play your record. You can still do that. If I was a DJ and you give me $100, I'll play your record too. Can't fly over what? Shadow Band TV 21. Can't fly over it. No. Can't fly over what? You can't fly over the ice wall? Why not? If that's is that what you're saying? You're saying that you can't fly over the ice wall? And if you're saying that you can't fly over it, why? Is it too tall? Is it going to be some kind of interference that happens to the craft? Or, I mean, why not? Uh-oh. Is that CR expert? Extra land, supposedly. I'm familiar with the Bible's mentioning of the firmament, but I'm not sure if, because I know that the flat earthers have taken that and they've connected it to their argument to say, well, see, it speaks about the firmament in the Bible. And I don't know if that is in reference to the earth being flat or in connection to verification of the flat earth theory. They say the earth is not flat by stating it's round first every time. Soldier of Yahweh's, the earth is the Lord's footstool. Okay, hold on. Dollar Bill came in and put his globe up. I knew this was going to go off the rails. Because everybody going to come in with their different. And see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of the flat earthers, y'all got different. It's no one set argument. All right. John Crawford says, so I live right here in Houston with you. I've been a machinist for 17 years. All the constellations stay in their perfect orientation, doing concentric grooves, not touching one every 24 hours. Break that down for the layman. Break that down in layman's terms. You're saying all that to say what? I think I know what you're saying, but give that to us in layman's terms. If we're spinning and hurling, okay, I guess you did come back, and shooting through the galaxy, the constellations could not stay in concentric grooves. Now look, that sounds real articulate. You laid that out very eloquently, but I have watched flat earth debates versus what do they call the people who are not flat earthers? You got the flat earthers, and you call them the who are we? The globals, the globists. I don't know what we call it. But anyway, I've seen debates, and I've never seen. I mean, like high level debates, right? I've never seen an argument, not that particular argument that you just posted, John, but arguments similar where they try to go into certain aspects of astronomy, and they start to speak on positioning of constellations and things like that. I've never seen one of those arguments come out from a flat earther that didn't get destroyed by somebody who understood how that particular thing that you're speaking of works. So I'm gonna go look that up. I'm gonna go look it up. Because I've seen some questions, some pretty good questions get asked. And you know when you're in the middle, not in the middle of an argument, you're watching a good argument, and somebody that say something that sound good, and you be like, okay. Then you look at the other person like, okay, now what you got to say about that? And the other person hit them with it, you be like, okay, you heard that. Because I've seen some stuff, man. Open topic, y'all. Got a few more minutes. I'm gonna say something I haven't said in a while. Y'all get me to 100 likes. If you haven't clicked the like button yet, go ahead and click the like button now for your big brother. And get me to 100 likes. David, they call us globetards. I've heard that before. Globetard. Oh man, this is funny, man. Oh my gosh, man. Black Zeus says you have to account for distance, and in space, distance equals time. If you spin, then those stars should be placed behind the other, on other parts of the world. They take it down, okay? Oh my God. They call non-flat earthers scientists, cosmologists, astronomers, astrophysicians, except people who actually like know the actual ins and outs of this whole of how this thing works, where they can break down. I've seen it, man. What's my guy's name, man? God dog it. Hold on, man. I'm gonna find this guy. Y'all don't want to see this dude. I've seen him humiliate. See, because it's easy to propose your arguments to people who don't know the depths of it, and you can just tell them anything. Oh, that's the guy, man. I just looked him up. If you really want to see it, man, y'all go watch Professor Dave, man. Hold on, my spelling is jacked up. Y'all go watch what I just said. Professor Dave, oh my gosh. Y'all ain't seeing Professor Dave, bro. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Professor Dave, I have fun with this, y'all. So don't be mad at me. Professor Dave be shredding these flat earthers, bro. It does. So all that what y'all talking on here, it sounds good when you throwing it up to people who might not really know. And Professor Dave cooking all that. He cooking all that. When I watch Professor Dave, it's like I'm watching a comedy show because I'll be laughing. I just laugh and laugh and laugh. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. Y'all ain't seeing Professor Dave, bro. So if you really want to post your arguments, go holler at Professor Dave. I'm just saying. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. I'm gonna try to interview Professor. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if Professor Dave would come on my channel and do an interview. Give me 12 more likes, y'all. Have you ever seen your brain? When you view Jupiter through a telescope over the course of hours, you can see its 4 moons rotating around the planet. Well, apparently, the Earth is the only planet that's flat. It's just us. It's not nobody else. It's just for some reason, God, can I say God? Is it all right? It's just us that's flat. B Ant says, really though, You must look up the videos of Eric Dubai. He is very convincing with his 200 proofs that the earth is flat. I ignored him for years. He has me thinking though. Hey man, look, he might have you thinking. I want to see him debate Professor Dave. I dare any of y'all. I dare any of y'all to challenge Professor Dave. I dare any of y'all. Any of you. Professor Dave will smoke. Let me shut up, man. Y'all can talk all that talk all you want. Run up on Professor Dave talking about, well, see, the constellations and the firmament. But go ahead. I need 9 more likes. I need 9 more likes. Man, do y'all know how big the universe is, man? My gosh, man. Do y'all know how big the earth is? Hold on, wait a minute. Do I believe in God? Of course, Matthew. I do. Reese 913 says, honestly, conventional science don't all agree on one accord either. I have. Yeah, that's true. Some agree with the Big Bang, some don't. Some agree with evolution, some don't. Yeah, you're right about that. That's true. That's why I use religion as example. Everybody's all over the place. We could all say that we're a certain religion, and within that, we'll be having different beliefs about certain stuff. Globe head. That's funny. Hold on, man. Let me catch back up. I'll be trying my best not to miss nothing, man. Yeah. Been around the world and I can't find that flat earth. Jojo Jones says, if the earth is round, can you start at point A and go around the world and come back to point A? Been around the globe and What's up, Michael? My boy Michael out there in Beaumont, man. KTC Israel say Thanos might actually exist. I'm getting tired now, y'all. I'm burning out. I'm good, man. Say, man, check this out, man. I wanted to do like a in Houston. I want to do a fan appreciation event. How would y'all go? Would y'all be cool with that? Would y'all want to come out? I want to do an event, a fan appreciation event, and just let everybody in free. Not charge nobody. Everybody gets in free. And then your big brother perform. Maybe bring some homies through. You know, South Park Coalition definitely gonna be in the building. 2G gonna be in the building. But I'll keep y'all posted on that. Just fan appreciation, just show love. Just let everybody in free. You know, we have merch on deck now. Don't get it wrong. You know, we let you in free. At least buy some merch. But think about doing that, man. That boy, we say, I mean, affirmative is round, isn't it? Oh man, look, man. I'm tired. I don't want to do this no more. Okay. All right. That's cool. I might do that for y'all. Yeah. I'm trying to figure. Ain't this what we doing now? Oh no, a live Zoom. Okay, now okay. Yeah, I might do that. I'm working on my technology, John. I'm not that good at this type of stuff. I gotta get somebody to I gotta hire somebody to do all that for me, man. I've seen those Zoom meetings that had like 100 people in them. I wouldn't mind doing something like that. Yeah. Y'all drop y'all location. Let me shout y'all out. I need 4 more likes to get to 100. 4 more likes to get to 100. So if you haven't hit the like button, hit it right now. Go check out the latest episodes of Underground Dialogue Podcast right here on YouTube. Doc Loke and the Swangers. What's up, Doc? Where you been hiding at, man? Let me shout y'all out, man. Well, y'all to fly in from out of state for a free concert? That's all that's been stopping y'all? This is a $20 door admission? I'm gonna let y'all know. Okay. Flash Fees is in Australia. Phantom Face is in Columbus, Ohio. How do I decide which songs to perform? I got songs I've been doing. This is my standards, my regular stuff, but every now and then I'll incorporate a new one here and there. Well, not new, but just something that I don't normally do. So it's just all about what I'm feeling. Yeah, Mr. Cap is the tech man. You're right about that. B Ant is in Melbourne, Australia. JD in Fort Worth. Dora Pritchard is in Cali. Hold on, man. How I lose everybody that quick? Oh, there you go. Erica in Lumberton, Texas. Thomas Jelks is Shreveport, Louisiana. I haven't set the date up yet. That boy we. Xavier, Salt Lake City. Dean, Round Globe representative out there in Arkansas. My homie Fat Boy Mathis out there in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Oh, Doc, you're in the Heights now. Anna Menarche, where you been, man? It's my first time seeing you on here tonight. Ontario in the building. Casual P, Wisconsin. Hey, man, we having lovely weather, too. Y'all having lovely weather in Wisconsin in February? Man. Yeah, it look like springtime out here today. We used to that, though. Appreciate the 100 likes, y'all. Lovers and Friends. What is that? Soundwave 1, New York. Send a link to the merchandise. It's just a website. Hold on. That is Phantom Face. Snoop is in Norway. Instinct is in Cape Town, South Africa. Heather Hex, Snake Town. What's Snake Town? What is that? Appreciate that, our parody. Shout out to my homie Tragic, who put together the 7-hour block production side. Brandon in Wisconsin. Brother Sanchez. Okay, I'll check him out. What are you got, Michael? Michael, you got 7 Hour Block yet? You got this one yet? I don't think you got this one yet. I think you got Audio Optics. You was at the listening party. What did I do? What I did? Whatever I did. No, I can't do an album in 7 days. I can do an album in one night. It's that cross-face hard mob. Much love, man. I'm gonna do a fan appreciation, man. I'm gonna do a fan appreciation concert. I want everybody and their mama to be there. All right, y'all. I'll catch up with y'all real soon. Peace and hair grease.